Welcome student to the next session of the unit 2, that is design of shaft, keys and coupling. In the previous sessions we have seen the types of shaft, its applications and some of the loads applicable on the shaft. So from continuation of that session, in today's session we will see the design of the shaft on different bases. Next is the ASME code for the shaft design. So basically the shaft and axle usually fail due to fatigue. So this fatigue is comes due to many of the reasons such as cyclic overloads, stress concentration or wrong adjustment of bearing or insufficient clearance, etc. So the shaft is subjected to torsion, bending, axial load or a combination of these loads. Therefore, the shaft must be strong enough to resist these loads individually or in combinations. In many conditions, it is equally important to provide adequate bending stiffness of the shaft and to limit the torsional deflection. Therefore, a shaft should be designed both for the strength and the rigidity or stiffness. So, first we will see the design of the shaft on the strain basis. So, when a shaft is subjected to axial tensile force, so the tensile stress can be found out by giving the equations, that is sigma equal to Pa upon area. So here P is the tensile force, sigma is the tensile stress. Now here area is pi by 4 d square, where d is the diameter of the shaft. So the equation becomes sigma equal to P by pi by 4 d square. So the final equation of tensile stress is sigma T equal to 4P upon pi d square. So using this equation we can find out the tensile stress. Now next is when the shaft is subjected to pure bending moment, the bending stresses are find out by using the bending equation, that is m by I equal to sigma by y. So it becomes sigma equal to my upon I. Now here m is the bending moment acting on the shaft, while I is the moment of inertia about the axis of bending. Sigma b is the bending stress and y is the distance from the neutral layer. So that is d by 2. So the equation becomes sigma b equal to my upon I. Now putting the value of y as d by 2 and the moment of inertia, that is pi by 64 d raised to 4, the equation becomes m d by 2 divided by pi by 64 d raised to 4. So the final equation for the bending stress is 32m by pi d cube. So using that equation we can find out bending stresses induced in the shaft. Next is the when shaft is subjected to pure torsional moment or twisting moment, then the torsional shear stress is given by tau by j. Torsional stress is given by tau equal to tr by j, where t is torque or the twisting moment acting on the shaft, j is the polar moment of inertia of the shaft about the axis of rotation, while tau is the torsional shear stress and r is the distance from the neutral axis to the outermost fiber. So that is d by 2, and here d is diameter of the shaft. So for the circular solid shaft, the value of J is, that is polar moment of inertia, can be given as pi by 32 d raised to 4, and the value of R is d by 2. So putting that into this equation, we get tau equal to T into d by 2 divided by pi by 32 d raised to 4. So the final equation of torsional shear stress can be found out as 16T upon pi d cube. So using this equation, we can find out torsional shear stress or the unknown factor in this equation. There are many theories of failures used in the shaft design. So first we will see the maximum shear stress theory. When we design a shaft as per the maximum shear stress theory, we find the maximum shear stress induced in the shaft and equate it to the permissible value of shear stress for the material. So for that, we will find tau max, that is maximum shear stress induced. So as per this theory, the tau max is given as square root of sigma b by 2 square plus tau square, where sigma b is the bending stress and tau is the shear stress induced. As we have seen in the previous slide, the value of bending stress is 16 m divided by pi by d cube, and so here you can see the value of bending stress is 32 m divided by pi d cube, and the value of shear stress is 16T by pi d cube. So putting this in this equation, so dividing the sigma b by 2, we get 16m by pi d cube square plus value of tau is 16T upon pi d cube square. So the final equation for the tau max is 16 by pi d cube square root of m square plus t square. The equivalent torque Te is here square root of m square plus t square. The ASME, that is American Society of Mechanical Engineers, established a code for designing of transmission shafts. This code is used for the design of shaft subjected to axial, bending and torque. So this theory is based on design for maximum shear. So here, according to the ASME code, the bending and twisting moment are to be multiplied by the factors Kb and Kt. So to account for the shock and the fatigue in the operation condition. So the final equation for the equivalent torque Te is square root of Kb m square plus Kt t square. So putting this value of equivalent torque in the above equations, we can find out the maximum shear stress induced in the shaft. In the next session, we will see another theory, that is maximum principal stress theory. There we can find out the maximum stress induced. Thank you.